Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on how to make a simple train in Garry's mod. Now, all the models that I'm using come from the PHX pack, which can be downloaded from garrysmod.org. Just search for PHX Extended Full. The specific models I will be using come from the train section. I'll be using the FSD Overrun model, Double Wheels model, and the Double Wheels base model. You will need 2 train cars, 4 wheelbases, and 2, 4, 6, 8 double wheels. Now, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is lift your train cars into the air and freeze them. Next, get your axis constraint with friction of 0, all settings at 0. And for each wheelbase, shoot it in the middle. And for this one, we'll put it somewhere around the front of the train, about here. Take your next wheels base in the middle, and then hit it somewhere in the back of the train car, about there. Repeat for the second train car. Okay, good. Next, get your axis constraint again, but this time set your friction to 10. This helps the wheels stay on the rails a little better, especially at high speed. Hit it in the middle, and then you'll notice that in each wheel space there are 2 contacts, and 2 over here. You'll want to mount your wheels on the bottom contact of each wheel space, and then repeat that process for every wheel in each wheel space. Almost done. Now, when this is complete, you'll be able to link as many train cars as you like. Just keep in mind that the more thrusters you have, yes, this train will be powered by thrusters. It is much faster than using wheels or motors. The more thrusters that you have, the more laggy you and your server will become. I, for simplicity, use 2 cars, but I've had up to 32. That is extremely laggy. Okay, we're done with our axes. Now what we're going to want to do is take our wheel spaces, use the use key on them to rotate them, but also hold shift to snap them to 45-degree angles. And then snap in place. Keep it straight in line with the train. Each one. Good. Now, for your first car, unfreeze the 2 wheel spaces and gently bring your car over and lay it onto the tracks. I did a bad job with that front wheel space. It's quite uneven, but that's okay. So we're going to freeze that one and then just put that over there, unfreeze that. Good, now we're on the tracks. So I'm going to freeze that one and do the same thing for this one. Lay it on the tracks, like so. Again, we'll freeze that one and fix that. Unfreeze it. Still a little off. There we go, that's better. Now what I'm going to do is take this and drag it over here just like that and freeze that in place. We've got a good amount of space in between here. So what we want to do is get our ball socket constraint, which is right below the axis constraint, all settings on 0. And to link the two train cars, shoot this in the middle here, and then in the middle here. Good. Now our two train cars are linked. Next, what we want to do is go down to our thruster tool under construction. For personal preference, I use the thruster model, which is second row to the bottom in the middle, new effects, no sound, and toggle on. Again, for personal preference, my keys for push is 8, my key for pull is 5. What is important, however, is that your thruster force is at 1000. No higher, no lower. What we're going to do is I'll say this is the front of the train, going to no clip into here, the front wheel space, and put a thruster here, here, and here. Then I'm going to go to the back wheel space and do the same. Here, here, and here. Okay, and do the same here, keeping in mind this is the front of the train. Go into this wheel space and put a thruster here, here, and here, and go back and put one here, here, and here. Now, wasn't that easy? Your train is complete. You can unfreeze the two train cars. Make sure all your wheels are aligned and on the tracks properly. And you're ready to go. I'll push 8 and drive it forward. I'll push 5 and I'll bring it back. Good. The train is complete. It runs perfectly. It goes at a decent speed. And it looks pretty good too. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Happy building!